Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to the random match series here on WWE 2K16. This is a match that's going to be mentor versus student. It's Shawn Michaels versus Daniel Bryan. Now, this one has been suggested a couple of times over the last few days, but it's been suggested by John Cena's going to bury your ass and Jay Freeman as well. So, like I said, it's one that I planned to do very early on anyway. I just never got around to it as yet, and so because of some of the recent requests, I thought we'd bring it in. Now, like I said, this is our first random match now in quite a while. I know I've let this series slip over the last couple of weeks, but that's mainly because I've been trying to get the universe mode up and running. It's taken a lot more time than I ever anticipated it was going to take this year. I think the universe mode has taken almost twice the amount of time to do each individual this year, and each individual video this year than it did in 2K15. So it's been a bit more difficult to get it up and running, but I think we're there now. I'm about a day ahead at the moment, so hopefully I can stay at least a day ahead. I need to probably get an entire week ahead over the next few weeks just to get ready for the G1 Climax Festival for Global Force Wrestling. But hopefully that will all come in good time, and I do intend to hopefully start uploading one random match per day, as well as our Universe Mode episode and an episode of Fallout 4 as well at the moment. That is the plan, and hopefully we can stick to that. Wouldn't this be a fantastic match to have at WrestleMania? I'm not quite sure it'll ever happen now. I think with Daniel Bryan's injuries, and I think Shawn Michaels is well and truly retired from the ring, but what a match this would have been. Two fantastic styles to really mix together. And of course, if you are watching this and you have any ideas for random matches, please drop them down in the comment section below. I'm not going to lie, I have about 200 or 300 matches noted down now to record, so I'm going to have to really start busting through some of these, and some of them are really, really good. I must admit, some of you guys have had some absolutely incredible ideas, and I really am looking forward to getting a lot of these recorded. Like I said, I'm going to try and get a few uploaded every single day now. Just looking through some of the list, and yeah, like I say, some of these are fantastic. They really are. Some of these are matches that I've come up with myself as well. Some I did do myself a big list of ones before it came out, just to get us up and running. We weren't sure how interactive you guys were going to be, but you've absolutely just give me so many ideas. It's absolutely fantastic, and like I said, it's all into my hands now to get all these recorded for you. Oh, my microphone's giving way here. It's not good. Not good timing. Have I fixed it? Sort of. There we go. It's sorted now. And we are underway. Daniel Bryan versus Shawn Michaels. And this is something that I do have in the back of my mind for maybe a feud in the current day roster. So that'd be interesting to see. Of course, at the moment, Shawn Michaels have gone and worked in the retro roster and Attitude here in the universe mode at the same time. So I'm thinking maybe, like I said, maybe we can get him involved in the current day roster. Just bring him back as a legend. We've got a few guys like that at the moment. We've got The Undertaker in there as well. We've got Triple H, got Sting. We've got The Rock and Austin as well. All guys that we can bring back in the current day, just to give them like a storyline here and there, just to get them involved. And I'm thinking Daniel Bryan versus Shawn Michaels would be a pretty damn good one to have. Especially if it can culminate in a match like this. Maybe this is something we could look at doing for our WrestleMania, our universe mode. I know we're a hell of a long way away from WrestleMania yet. We've not even made it to the first pay-per-view in the current day roster. We've only just done our first pay-per-view altogether. Of course, that was Ring of Honor's Mystery Vortex. That was uploaded a few days back, and it was a fantastic show, if I don't say so myself. It was, I think the quality of the matches and the quality of the pay-per-views have really been stepped up by 2K this year, so I'm really happy about that. The only thing, there are still quite a few issues that 2K need to sort out with the game, but like I say, it's overall quality, the actual in-ring matches is a lot better. Which is why I've been able to do these random match series, really, because, like I say, I think without the improvement in the matchup system, I don't think these would have been worth even watching. If the matches are the same as 2K15, I don't think they would have been worth watching, because it just got a bit boring and repetitive. But on this 2K16, like I say, yeah, the matches are a lot better, and it's making it a lot easier for me to record because the matches are really entertaining me. So especially we had one a couple of days ago on the current day roster of WWE. It was Roman Reigns issued out an open challenge for the United States Championship, and who else came out to cash it in but Heath Slater. And I'll tell you what, it was such a good match. Did not expect it at all. Heath Slater really came out and proved that he's not just a jobber. And I really like that, and I think we might have to give Heath Slater another chance in the future. Maybe not the United States Championship again, but at least bring him more into the roster, which, yeah, he definitely deserved after that big match against Roman Reigns. Of course, you can check that match out if you go down to the description below. Hopefully there will be a link there for our current day roster Universe Mode playlist. I say hopefully because hopefully I haven't bugged it up when I created this video, but there you go. But enough about all that sort of fluff. Let's get back into the match here in hand. Like I said, it'd be an absolutely fantastic match to see in real life. I really think the two guys' styles would really mix pretty well, especially WrestleMania as well. That would be one of those situations where people are just demanding you take their money. And Daniel Bryan now bringing Shawn Michaels back up to his feet and taking him down with the kicks. And I do like the way the crowd are very interactive with Daniel Bryan as well. When he starts to use some of his signature maneuvers, or when he starts to hit his taunts or anything like that, then the crowd really get involved and start doing the yes chant. And that's another thing 2K have really improved this year, is just the interactivity of the crowd, and I really like that. Shawn Michaels looked to try and get back on top there, but Daniel Bryan sent him over the top of his shoulders, and Shawn Michaels returns the favour. Big drop kick there by Michaels. Big kick to the stomach as well, and now pulling Daniel Bryan into the middle of the ring. But Bryan getting back up to his feet slowly but surely. And Michaels catches him straight away into the gutbuster. Now, yeah, I definitely want to continue doing some of these random matches, because the random matches are actually my most viewed things on the Universe Mode. I think on 2K16, sorry, should I say. I think my highest viewed video is actually Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. That seems to be a pretty big one. I think it's got over 2,500 views, and for me, that's a huge amount. It really is. And like I say, yeah, I just want to thank all you guys out there. I think I hit 1,800 subscribers today, so to all you guys that are new to this channel, thank you very much for your support. And of course, for all you guys that have been following me for a long time, then again, just thank you for your continued support. It's been absolutely great. I never thought I'd get to this point, to the honest truth. I thought I'd create a couple of videos, maybe a few people will watch them, all that sort of stuff, and but it's actually turned out to be a lot more than that now. I'm actually spending a hell of a lot of time on it, and I am enjoying doing it. And as long as you guys are still enjoying me, still enjoying these videos, then I'll continue to make them. I've been getting a lot of praise the last few days, and again, thank you very much for that. It really does mean a lot to me. It makes it worth it, because there are sometimes, don't get me wrong, there are sometimes when I'm sat here and I really just want to go to bed, but I can't. I need to edit a video. I need to start uploading a video. And yeah, I really have put this ahead of a lot of other things in my life, and you're getting the extra views and getting the subscribers are really making it worth it for me. So yeah, like I say, thank you very much for all that. Daniel Bryan with a snapmare now, and Shawn Michaels reversing with a punch to the stomach of Daniel Bryan. Michaels again with a gutbuster on Bryan. Bryan flips straight back up onto his feet though. Catches Michaels with a hip toss. In for the pin he goes. Surely not enough. 1, 2. It's only enough for a 2 count. Daniel Bryan, hands on hips. Michaels now catching Bryan with that big DDT. And now for the second time in the match, looking to lock in that sharpshooter. Middle of the ring on Daniel Bryan. And I have sort of made my opinions clear on submissions on this game. I don't like the idea that anyone would ever just release a submission by their own accord. I understand that the higher your submission skill, the longer you should be able to hold it in for, but I really think that a submission should never end with someone just releasing it. It should either be reversed or the other person should make it to the ropes. That's what I think anyway. I think probably like the higher your submission skill, the longer it takes your opponent to reach the ropes, and vice versa. That's what I'd like to see. I don't see why anyone in their right mind would ever release a submission hold when they're in the middle of the ring like that. But it's a little thing. It's just it's only an animation really, but it just frustrates me a little bit. Shawn Michaels now spinning Daniel Bryan round, pull him into the middle of the ring. Takes him up. He's looking for a pile driver. He hits it as well. Remember, Daniel Bryan has had problems with his neck in the past, and a very aggressive move. by Shawn Michaels. And of course, this match is, like we said, teacher versus student. Shawn Michaels trained Daniel Bryan to an extent, I believe. I knew that off the top of my head, and all of a sudden, as soon as I come into this video, I'm starting to second guess myself, and I'm actually gonna have to Google it now, aren't I? I'll have a quick look. Hopefully I can get it before the end of this video. It's Daniel Bryan again with the kicks, taking Shawn Michaels up onto the shoulders and going for the very old-fashioned aeroplane spin. Good old Wikipedia. Trained by William Regal and Shawn Michaels, yes. And Tracy Smothers apparently as well. And Masato Tanaka. There he is now with the label locked in once more, but I think Shawn Michaels is going to reach the ropes. He does. Referee makes Bryan break the hold, sorry. Michaels again going for a sharp shooter and really going for this submission in this match. And the referee, we've seen this a few times in the Universe mode, it always makes me laugh. The referee likes to sit in between the guy trying to get out of the submission and the ropes. He keeps doing that quite often. Bryan now back up to his feet, taking Michaels into the middle of the ring. Butterfly suplex. Didn't really position that too well, but it was effective. Over the top rope goes Bryan. Up onto the top turnbuckle. Shawn Michaels is very close. And Bryan decides better of it as Michaels starts to crawl away. Bryan with a boot to the stomach, but Michaels returns with a boot of his own. Jawbreaker by Bryan. And Michaels sending Bryan over the top of his shoulders. Oh, and they're out of nowhere with a sweet chin music. Michaels needs to go for the pin, but maybe he's not enough. He's looking for a second sweet chin music. Bryan's already busted open, and there's the second sweet chin music, and holy hell, that's got to be game, set, match, surely. Terrible, terrible, terrible ring position there by Shawn Michaels. Just rolled Daniel Bryan straight over into the ropes. Shawn Michaels, after hitting 2 sweet chin musics, did not manage to capitalise on the damage done. And again, when Michaels should be going for a pin, instead he's just standing above the fallen Daniel Bryan. Is Michaels looking for another sweet chin music here? Oh my god, he's got him again. He's actually got him for a third time. And still Michaels hasn't gone for the pin. I can't understand this by Michaels. He's hit 3 sweet chin musics now and he's not gone for the pin. There he is, building up some momentum with that scoop slam. And he's going to go for another sharp shooter, looking like he's going to try and make the student tap out. And again, Shawn Michaels releasing the hold. Pulling Daniel Bryan into the middle of the ring, and surely Daniel Bryan has taken too much damage in this match. He's not going to be able to continue. 1, 2. No, Daniel Bryan does kick out. Daniel Bryan with the jawbreaker. And there's another sweet chin music by Shawn Michaels, and surely Daniel Bryan's out of this one now. He's taken 4 sweet chin musics. 1, 2. Oh my word, he's kicked out again. There you go, it's a bit of a history lesson here on Daniel Bryan. After Danielson graduated high school in 1999, he decided to pursue wrestling professionally and attempted to train at Dean Malenko's wrestling school. When it closed, he trained in the Shawn Michaels and Rudy Gonzalez at the Texas Wrestling Academy. He debuted in TWA in March 21st, 2000 and won his first title when he teamed up with Spanky to win the TWA Tag Team Championships, defeating Jeremy Sage and Ruben Cruz. Of course, Spanky is Brian Kendrick. It's a little bit of a history lesson there for you. That's how we know that Daniel Bryan was trained by Shawn Michaels, the same Shawn Michaels that's just defeated him here at WrestleMania in this random match. As we see some of the highlights, and to tell us the truth, I'm surprised Daniel Bryan lasted as long as he did, just showing how high his resilience is. He got caught by about 4 or 5 switching musics. I lost count. Got locked into the sharpshooter on several occasions as well. And here's a pin there by Shawn Michaels after one of the sharpshooter attempts. Not enough to keep Daniel Bryan down. Bryan again locking into the bell lock this time. Dead center of the ring, but that wasn't enough to keep Michaels down. That was Michaels with the early power driver. But Michaels in this match, he really failed to capitalize on a lot of damage done. He probably could have got the victory much earlier on, but like I said, he really failed to capitalize on quite a bit of damage he did. There was one point where he hit 2 switching musics in succession and then rolled Daniel Bryan over to the ropes for the pin. It just made no sense whatsoever. Obviously, emotions high in this match. Difficult to keep track for Shawn Michaels. And there is the pin from that big superplex, which got him the victory. And there you go. Shawn Michaels is victorious in this random match. As I said, this was suggested by John Cena's Gonna Bury Your Ass and Jay Freeman in the comment section below. If anybody else has any other random match suggestions, please let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to get them recorded for you and give you a shout out in the process. Anyway guys, that is the end of this episode. I hope you have all enjoyed it. Please hit that like button if you have, and of course subscribe for a lot more, and of course check out the Universe mode as well. That's currently being uploaded. All of the links to the playlist should be in the description below. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.